One of the reasons that the two of you are here is to raise awareness. 44,000 adults will get diagnosed with leukemia, and approximately half of adults diagnosed will die from it. And there is a lack of donors out there. 2% of the population is on this national registry, and it is not always the case where someone has a brother who is a match or is a good enough match that it can work. And so let's talk about two things here. Number one, the actual process of donating, because I want people to not be afraid of this. Tell us about that.
It wasn't as bad as people think. Most people think to be a donor, you know, they're gonna stick a needle in your hip and pull out bone marrow. It wasn't like that at all. What they did is, once the day of the transplant, they, you know, they had given me injections to stimulate stem cells within my bone marrow and push them into my bloodstream. Then they drew the blood out of me, ran it through a machine, and I had a catheter in my neck, a little small IV line. It wasn't invasive at all. They harvested my stem cells and they implanted it into him, basically like a blood transfusion. So it was not painful at all.
And this is how easy it is to enroll. They'll send you to be on the bone marrow registry. You go to bethematch.org. They'll have you answer some questions. They're gonna send you a swab kit in the mail. It's that simple. You take a swab, you send it back, and then they will know, and then on the registry, it helps to match you up with someone who might need you to be a donor. And that's why I always say in medicine, you don't need to be a doctor to save a life. Everyone in this room, everyone watching at home, you could potentially save a life. And in this case, look at Sylvan, because here you are today.
Yeah. Proof
Positive that life after a diagnosis can certainly happen. What's your goal going forward, my friend?
My goal going forward is to just keep fighting and spread awareness.
Now, you're not just brothers, you're also best friends.
That's right.
You're also best friends.
That's right. This past, Thanksgiving, my mom came down, made some sweet potato pies, and
was it good?
It was very good, very good. But it came down to one pie, and he was gonna take it. And so we were fighting over the pie, and I said, remember.
I gave him the pie.
Did he get the pie?
Gave him the pie.
But now you're even.
Yeah.
Mama's sweet potato pie is good.
That's a good one. Sylvan, it's so good to see you doing well. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have more info on our website about how to be a donor for bone marrow.